Hi, wherever you are. I thought I would do a quick run through of the website. I am now able to edit most things on the website now. So I thought I'd share with you. So here I go, share screen. I thought I'd share with you how it looks at the moment. It's a quick walkthrough with me, and then you can stop it, pause at any time and have a look at stuff and have a think about any issues, come back to me. But it's a quick run through. So this is what a home page looks like. The things that are missing at the moment are the maps. I've just signed off all the maps and agreed that they can go through, that they can now add the maps in. So the maps are going in this section of the website here, and it'll be searchable. The colours have changed because of accessibility, and they've made it will hopefully be a little bit more searchable and interactive. So just to run through the page, we've had the cards, we've just gone through the cards. We'll have a look at those in a moment. It then goes into the maps. We then got our itineraries down here and our attraction cards. So when we look at the cards, I'll explain those to you in more detail. Going back to the cards, on this front page, I can pick which cards go on the front page. In fact, at all of these pages, I can pick and choose and edit and curate the cards. So we just start off, I thought, with a nice picture of Snowdon on the front card. This is a railway station card. It gives a couple of icons of there's outdoor stuff, accessibility card and a story card relating to the station. Here we go with story about the station that will normally be on there. I have actually been able to add a little bit on there that says that Summit Cafe is going to be closed, so that info can go on. We can get any additional info you want. There's a read more that gets you back to the info about that card. So here we go back to the sign, says read more. It tells you which railway it's on. You've got option to download cards. So let's have a quick flick through these cards. We've got a couple of station cards. There's Llandudno Junction station card, what you can see for them, just to say that it says it's got a little title for each card and the copyright on the card as well, what the station is and what the station's like. Then the cards that are related to stations. So this is Bala Penabont Station, and there's a number of different set cards attached to this station. So there's lots to look at there when we get further into the website. But these are just some of our best cards. And the idea has always been to share our scenic, from the scenic Wales, our scenery and tell great stories about what's going on. So this is just a collection to show you. Here we go this is what a food card looks like. This is what an adventure card looks like. The gardens card and history cards. Now we have and outdoor walking cards and accessibility cards and our story cards here, where you get to read something about a place. Now, obviously, we're going to have loads of history cards. There's great stuff going on. We've got the Llanberis. There's loads of history in Wales, is what I really mean to say. Here's a card for Llanberis, the history card, and this card is actually pulled out of the Llanberis Lake Railway line, and we've got a little bit at the bottom there saying that the museum is now part of the new UNESCO World Heritage Site, so Slate Wales. So that's any sort of additional things can add onto the cards, and they can go to our front page. There's Museum at Aberystwyth, and there's Harden Swing Bridge there with a lovely photo. Then the gardens cards, and then we've got also got lots of walking cards. I know that Heart of Wales lines are really keen to have their walking on there, and it can click through to the walk. So this says there's 3 local walks from Llanrwst. And then other walking cards, and then activity cards. So that's walking, but it's a slate trail. We've decided to put that on as an activity. Our story cards, there's a little bit about Dolgoch Viaduct Ghost Train. You can see what railway it's on, and a little bit about Harold Lowe from Barmouth. So that's how the cards look. You can flick through them. So that's hopefully selling the stories and scenic routes of Wales. The mapping will go into more clarity when we get the new maps on, but it's a searchable affair with the different railways on there, and the national railway routes and the bus routes. So here are our itineraries to encourage people to come and stay. Itineraries is kind of very important on the site in that it's one of our first boxes. So as we're there now, I'll just show you what an itinerary looks like. So this is Sarah Parry's itinerary. So it's just come to the bottom of the site. So from the top, we've got Manchester Porthmadog. It's 4 days. You go through 10 stations and there's 12 cards that we've collected attached to this walk, so that the cards that match the route are also in the itinerary, and you can download them. And then this is the itinerary with lots of lovely headings in different fonts so that it's nice and clear. And because it's Sarah Parry, there's tons of just lovely photographs, what to do on the day, what to see, where to go, to encourage people to come and use the railways and be a tourist in Wales. That's a very full one there, but the idea is it's magazine focused. It's something really cool to read. Let's jump into the rail routes now. So this is what the site looks like for the rail routes. So here we are in the rail routes, and we get the great little trains of Wales formatted in red, followed by the national rail routes, which are in green. And I'm just going to show you Corris because it's a small one and it's done and it's quite neat. So this is Corris Railway. It's 1 mile. It's got 2 stations and 9 attraction cards. So here we go. So this is all of the cards that are attached to the station at Corris. And then it scrolls through those cards. So what can you do from the Corris station? There's the story, and there's Maespoeth there, Maespoeth Junction, and a little bit about the engine shed, and then you're back to the other cards. Obviously in this is going to have the mapping. We haven't got the mapping in there as yet. Sorry, let me carry on going down. We've not got the mapping in there. That's where the mapping goes. But we've got information now, nice, rich, couple of different rich headings. Here's where the map goes. Then we've got a magazine-y type chat about what you can see from Corris, how it links to other railways and what you can do there. And there's a little gallery at the bottom. So that'll be on for every rail route and every bus routes. The bus routes at the minute are a little bit more basic because I am lacking in decent imagery, something I need to work on, but there are the bus routes and that's how they lie out on there. The news section is where we can pop new news. Sorry, that's the trial one in there at the moment. We've got new news. Who would have thought? But here's a bit about the UNESCO World Heritage Slate Landscapes of Northwest Wales. I've just written a little story there. So that story's there. And then if we go back to the one of the things I thought we might do is feature the itineraries in news. So this is Sarah Parry's story, which you've just seen in as a news item as well, with some of the cards, just a little news rundown. It's nice and shareable from there in the news. So we can get all sorts of different items in there. The attractions, how the cards work. So if I go back to the home page, you can see that the cards are also collected by title. So the cards we're covering food, adventure, history, heritage really, gardens, outdoors and accessibility. So if you click on the heroic heritage, here in this section I can collate heritage cards that I think are interesting and pop them all together. So it makes a little pack of interesting cards for you then to flick through. The idea being that you might just want to be, if you really love gardens or you really love history, it might entertain you to go through and read about a few different cards. You've got the option of downloading cards as well. We've got our social media links, everything up there. We're going to have the contacts, which will have the report in it, and how to buy ticketing in that section as well. So I think that's about it for me. Just a quick run through. Back to the home page, so you can just have another little look. Just to say, all of this text and images are editable. I can go and change them. I can select which cards go to feature. They can be changed on a very regular basis. As I say, the mapping's coming. We've got a number of itineraries that we can add. I've just done 3 at the moment just for holding, but I've got 7 in the pipeline, so that's quite positive. And we're hoping to add 1 a month at a very minimum. And that's about it. So if you've got any questions or any feedback, please come back to me. And I hope this recording's worked and I hope you can see it. Thanks a lot.